Hello, welcome back. You may notice that I have a camera now in the corner. I don't think I'm going to do it every time in these early episodes, maybe not even later, just because a lot of the time whenever I record these, it's after I get home from work and I might have a wet head, or I just don't want to be perceived. Um, but I think theoretically, I would like to do it a little bit more as the story, kicks up a little bit and things are more dramatic, just so I have like a facial reaction. I think that's fun. I'm not super worried about it right now, but I figured I would go ahead and give it a go while I'm still kind of in the figuring things out, experimenting stage. So I went ahead and I did uh, the Grand Company quest. I still can't entirely tell if it's going to make a difference, but um, with this new game plus that I switched to the flames instead of the serpents. However, I did find out that my rank but the serpents won't change even if I switch. Like I can always, if I flip back to the serpents, all my stuff will still be there. It won't like completely reset, which is good because I worked so hard to level my stupid squadrons, and I want to keep it that way. But if I can get the loincloth with this new game plus, as well. So this is my second attempt starting to record this. Um, so congratulations, you missed out on the flight here and me talking to Ida and Papalimo. I might chat with them again though, um, because OBS just keeps glitching. It might be my HDMI cable. I don't, everything is really jank. You might notice I have a little headphone dangling out of my ear because that is my microphone that I mentioned. My tried and true jank headphones that are the only ones that seem to work with this whole process. So that's what we're working with. And you might also see me looking around on the ground, and that is because I'm keeping an eye on my rabbit. Normally, whenever I record after work, she is running around and all crazy. Right now, it's kind of like her nap time, so to speak, because rabbits sleep during the day and night, and they're active at dawn and dusk. It's the middle of the day right now, so she's kind of sleepy. So I don't think she'll be doing too much, thankfully. So yes, we're back at the business stands now. And Ida, she just mentioned that I'm a serpent, so I have a hard feeling that it probably doesn't make a difference. Let me see if I have this right. You're an adventurer who's a scion and a serpent? Golly, how do you keep track of everything? Must have fun pairing up with lots of different people, though. Me? I'm always with Papalymo. Come to think of it, why am I always with Papalymo? Following the calamity, each nation's armed forces underwent large-scale restructuring centered upon its grand company. In Gridania, the Order of the Twin Adder absorbed both the Wood Whalers and the God's Quiver, while the Lominsons enacted the complete merger of the Maelstrom and the Knights of the Barracuda. Ulda is the odd nation out, having made no notable changes to its armed forces. As before, and in the spirit of the Sultanate, each entity retains a certain degree of independence. Interesting. I've never heard of the Knights of Barracuda before. So who's my first turn? Right. Seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why? The recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice is palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, our Cal. Now, when we last spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you've already met. Sataro, please show them in. It's gonna be this way, sirs. Oh, yes. I did meet Biggs and Wedge. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm God's man, spit it out, will you? Wedge at your service. And please say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. I detect driven contraptions since the airships grow ever more vital in the city-states of Eorthia. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions would serve as the keepers of this technology. Mm, love-hate with that situation. Of course, for this, we needed knowledge of the experts. And so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us two of their finest engineers. The happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Stand. Oh my gosh, Papa Limo and Ida over there, like, yay! I love Ida so much. Like every soul here, I love you, yeah. And I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. It's you. You're very sweet. The next quest, really. Haha. I've been feeling uneasy to investigate the sylphs. Okay. I'm just talking now. Okay, I'll keep quiet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think he comes along though. I think he's permanently trapped in here for a while. He sounds so baby. Yeah, it's almost like beast tribe is not a good term for them. It's almost like that's offensive. It's okay, you guys are early on, you'll figure it out. And not. Why couldn't they? The rabbit is terrorizing a box. Most savage and terrible. Dang, Alphino got yeeted by Garuda. That's all I remember, honestly, about that scene. About that entire section, I guess, of the game. Oh, okay. I like having a little bit more knowledge about how communication is done with the SO and when it isn't a veritable babe in the woods. Shut up. Yay! I'm hoping with New Game Plus, I'll kind of get closer to Papalymo because I feel like whenever I first played, because I started in Limsa, I did not really pay attention to him, and so later on, I was like unaffected. Your mission is to make contact with the Sylphs in the ultimate goal of finding a peaceful resolution to the threat posed by Ramo. Be fairly warned, the Sylphs are unique people to say the least, and you may find yourself bewildered by their customs at first. Yet know that Ida and Papalymo will be on hand to support all your endeavors. Sounds good. Ooh, it's the Editor's Nest. I might pop in and check on my squadrons unless it tells me that I can't do that. Which it very well might. Remember how like 2 minutes ago I said, "Oh, Delilah's sleepy. He's probably not gonna do much." Now he's running around like a banshee. I love sliding around. Every time I teleport to a city state. Um, I wonder, is this like just the PS4 thing now? Did PS5s do this? Oh yeah. Oops. Okay, I was gonna start singing uh, "Escape from the City" from Sonic the Hedgehog. Probably still could with My rabbit being a little freak. Hello. You know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we are to. Ah, beg pardons. It's this terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the adder's nest? I'm here to solve your problems that you're just speaking out loud about. Well, if it isn't Lieutenant Nam reporting for duty, that's the deal I like to see from an enterprising young serpent. Yeah, none of that matters. I didn't join the plane. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Eda, Papadimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. And men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Ah, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard we are investigating the Sylphs, the curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the 12-wood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceful bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and just precisely for this reason that the Sylphs' relation to the primal Rama has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as though they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. I'm good. I don't like that. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility that we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Rama or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at the answer. Opinions abounded within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. Sure. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That's where you scions come in. Okay, fair enough. The Sylphs of Little Solus remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with their people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of our productive parley. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I only ever read it. I don't say it out loud. En route to Little Solus, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you with how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. Friendly whatever with the Sylphs. This should be pleasant enough diversion. Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us right there. I hope this is as straightforward as you would say in Papolino. Yeah, I'm not reading that word. Palaver? I have to Google that. Look it up in a dictionary. Oh, okay. Can she let me go about that? I feel like I've tried it a million times. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, JK. That's not the date that I'm thinking of. There's a, I don't know if I ever left out this way that I'm about to leave out of. If I can like find any way to get around, because I feel like I teleport too much when there's so many like really cool little ways to get places. And sometimes it's even like takes you to wherever you need to get quicker than like going to an infinite. I'm kind of been inspired by the people who walk everywhere on foot and never teleport. Um, I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't know if I would do that, but I would like to incorporate more of the natural ways of getting places. Maybe I've been playing 11 too much. It's not so. I mean, it's better now because my friend sugar daddied me. But it's hard to get money in that game unless you have the hack. Um, not like actual looks. I do not encourage cheating in your MMO game, but Oh, what was this in here? Because that's the Lancer spell right there. That hang on, whoops. Dang, it's foggy. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, whoops. The water. It's foggy today, but can I get in there? No, I'm not. Anyway, I did finally get a Mountain 11, which does make things slightly less hellish. Um, but yeah, I guess now that I have a really cute mount in that game that I got from the winter thing. It's like a unicorn. The ferry docked at the base of the hill to carry you across the lake to Eastroud. Once you're ashore, head east and you should find Hoff and Hut without much trouble. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I didn't know that you can get to Lavender Beds through there. I'm only familiar with the oh, wait a minute. Did I know that? No. I think there is a way in the south central route. Yes, yeah, there's that way to Lavender Beds. Wow, it canonically has like a location. Didn't know that. It's over here. Like that. Oh, it's something sound. What is it? The raw. I don't remember. I don't remember all of the names, even though I do ocean fishing um quite a bit. I do find it really fun, and it's a good way to level and get fish so you can decent. I've been a decent thing addict lately. I have um my my inventory looks so. I hate the gaps. It drives me crazy, but I'm gonna leave it as is right now because the stuff I have to deal with. Just we did a bunch of Eden Savage stuff last night. All these things I want to be sent, but I can't until I get my synth level, I guess, higher or a decent thing level higher. So the synthing fish has been the way to go. In fact, I should probably do that soon. But I'm kind of focused on doing culinarian because I have gear that I want. So far down not into that. No, I literally honestly probably should have just used the Aether right side, but that's okay. We're here for a good time. Um, but I'm not here for a long time. So maybe I should have taken shortcuts. It doesn't want the story. It's cool. Oh, people like I know that later places are like gorgeous and all, but Forever Born places is also really pretty. We don't give them enough credit. They probably also look better now that we have a texture update. There's like a little freaking window. Oh my gosh. Little plants being counted. Little tiny. I'm assuming those are like bags of herbs being dried. Rope tying everything together. See, I just love like little details. So adorable. Let's see if that window. Yep. By golly, you can see the window. I mean, obviously they would have that continuity, but you never know. Sometimes you're like, oh, that window is just gone. Um, ooh, those flames. Get your wings out of the way. Oh my gosh, these herbs are glowing. Right. They almost look like whenever people do like the glass blowing and it's like still hot and orange. That's so cool. Oh, this person is last name is Hawthorne. Oh, okay, JK. um, I guess we'll never know. Um, Ameline, like the Mannerlin. Yes, I'm Ameline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all know. Would you know more? Uh, yeah, would you know more? You do well to speak with the master of the Hut role. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. What? Rose's right there next to you. Like even in this state that I'm in, it's so fun. Rolf Hawthorne, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorne family, is said to be well versed in the Celtic customs. Come to learn a thing or two. Well, I understand what he was saying now. Like, this guy knows so little that he's forgotten. Never mind. Um, the amount of things that he doesn't know equates to the amount that guy does know, indicating he knows a lot. Anyway, come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, yes? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, let me just tell you. They're, big pardon, friend. My memory is just not what it used to be. Oh, no, JK, I guess I was wrong. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Good? He get, like, bonked up on the noggin? Somebody inside here. No, ooh, what's going on? Well, that person is being healed. He was insane. Ah, oh, Isabel. Cute. Yes, father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is their concept of etiquette almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, or chocobo scratches. Teehee. Oh, okay, so they really are kind of like pixies. Like I knew that was like the parallel there. Little quirks like that. I did not know had an equivalent. I mean, back to back is a good idea, but bro, you're just facing the right card. Oh, she's a chick. Pretty. The soaps? And inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing movable faces on our masks, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they laugh at you. Wolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Understandable. You have the same hair and probably face. The quickest way to quiver a woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf told me. I like that. I have a lot of, oh, these are so pretty. These are the things that murdered 1.0. Bro, we got him back. Thought I saw a butterfly, but I think it's just Midgard somewhere. It was such a fun moment. Oops, I almost fell. We're a little crap. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, of course. Hearing the stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. The Sills told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It may just help win the favor of our forest friends. Okay. Well, still here, huh? There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. Earn their trust, you do well to bring along, drat, what was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking about her not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. This game is so goofy. Having to do a fetch quest because some dude can't remember stuff. And that's like me. My memory is also really dookie. Can't even blame you, dude. Oh, your wife is far away. I guess I should have been following the road. Oh, this is like a little house. Who are you? Greetings, Arcal. You know my name. I was pleased to hear that the Sylphie has embraced the bounty of nature and now grows daily in her mastery of conjuring. Oh, this is a chick from the White Mage, or the Conjurers Guild. That's so funny. little, really nice like outdoor item. A little place to put bouquets of flowers that we've collected. I know that all the hey, this is an item you can place inside and outside. Actually, I think the outside one is like enormous. That is an inside item. Can I walk under the ladder? No, that's not safe. Don't do that. What are all? Oh, these are the beehives. Oh my gosh! Wait, okay, now this is an outdoor item. I need to have. That would be fun. Now that we have so many slots, so we can furniture outside in or put outside. Um, she had like 30. We were working with 30 before, and like a good chunk of that had to go to like your Aetherite, your mailbox, like stuff that you would like need. Anyway, pacing point for the sylphs. Word anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that won't get you past the front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seed candida O2. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions into the imbiber. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's a poison. I've read the botanical document that somebody made. You'd not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the sylph seems to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an Ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. We're used to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup, for example. You might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. That's wild. Sylphs are out here doing LSD. Hey, time to stimulate this tree or this curious tussock. I am a do this. Probably. No, I could probably auto tag. Hmm. Man, this is actually fire. Just wait. The lumps on this fellow. Well, yeah, I guess that is a trick. Before I get back, I'm going to change out of culinarian and into a normal class. Many things that are broken. The limb removal here. Kind of random. I forget that they're not like just the city states. She must be on the back side of the house. Can I get inside? Where am I at? Oh, I'm actually at that house, Hoffman Hut. I may be silly. Hello? Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to redirect you to the suitable offering? Able to direct you, not redirect. I don't like that. I don't like how it looks. I mean, I guess it is a root. Milk root, but of course, to still squash the cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. I would humbly disagree. A gift of the milk root, or gift of milk root, will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Probably like get it in your system just by touching it. Taking the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you of that awful stench. Still love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of a mortal. That would put an end to my adventuring days. Oh, so you got status affected up. But I can tell you that story another time. We have much more important matters to attend today. Yes, the sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun those whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend. And do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you regale me with your adventuring tales. That's sweet. That's so sweet and cute. I like the Aroma Born vibes. Ah, and before I forget, don't go diffusing off just yet. Emmeline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. See no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival on Little Solus, seek out a young sylph by the name of Camuccio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples for many an occasion, and he has a close ear from his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root that the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder Seatsier herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridani's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ishal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Mm, we're going. And it's so foggy. Good thing I have a map. Whoa. Oh, I forget they have such cute little like Shrek looking houses. Can I land? Mm, man. Oh my gosh. I could. Dude, if I had an OC, it'd be like this is my house. Oh, I can't jump off of it. Interesting that it considers it like it actually considers it a platform. Oh, Kabushio. What about this part? Waking one is not, or walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such things. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. Oh, do I even have this regular dancing? I don't think I do because the male elephant. That's just so dumb. I don't know what the female elephant one is. Actually, similar to the male, but less goofy. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. You got it, dude. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries message for elder one. This one will deliver message to elder one. Walking one should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat you with your people. Here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder and to learn from him more of your lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gdania? Speaking of walking, going right over my feet. Walking one become a dancing one and brought milk brew, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. The walking one should go home. Gee, thanks a lot. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solus have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. A letter carried by Harrow here is a oath of peace penned by the elder Seatsier himself, but he still refuses? This one's reasons are no business of walking one. Elder one has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was our cow's jig sufficiently jiggy? You guys didn't dig. I'm as baffled as you. Something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Well, should have jiggied yourselves. You can't piggyback off my jiggy. By virtue of the crystal trade, the Sylphs have maintained friendly terms with every race in Eorzea. Alas, the appearance of Rombo has been a storm cloud over relations. If peace is to be secured, we must reopen dialogue with the Sylphs before they have a chance to summon their god again. He has a notion of how one might earn the Sylphs' trust. Say, Arkau, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You must have the trouble to learn the Sylphs' traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow! There goes this bloody blood cramps of mine acting up again. Ah, I remember this. Everybody, literally everyone. First Sacred, now Ida, Papalino didn't even give an excuse. They're like, I would love to help, but I got things. Things. You can do any dance, or if it just has to be like the default dance. Next time I'll try the step dance. Oh, walking one knows jolly dance. Jolly dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Oh, wait. When it's strange. This one has nothing to teach strange ones. Okay, it does have to be very good at a dance. No ridiculous if you ask me, but who am I? Walking one would be a friend to these ones? This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. Okay then. Very kind of you. Delicia. Whoops. My bad. Let me try that again. I wonder if I can reach my water. Probably can't. With my tether. Oh, Walking One is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious mother of one of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Oh my gosh, they're Lily of the Valley. Or Jacob's Ladder. I don't know if those are the same things or not. I never claimed to know a lot about flowers. I have approximate knowledge of most things. Raquel, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solus. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those little leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Ida, I could strangle you. Okay, I'm gonna quickly pause because I am thirsty. Okay, we are back. And I scared my rabbit. Now, it's an adventure and you're no stranger to helping distressed folks, said Rager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see, no doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace have uh, do so by do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. Sound plan, would you say? I gave milk root. I gave them drugs. I think that should be enough. Just saying. That said, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You'd be better off inquiring with Hearer Amelia, one of the Gridanians who reside here. She is the most like to be privy to the Sylph's troubles. Well, how did you get their trust, and why aren't you just being the envoy? Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The souls of Little Solus are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solus wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts with excuse you, young lady. Yeah, thank you. Consequently, beasts from moms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. This is Gorlins and the gall gnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. I think those might also be a poison. They play an important role in silviculture. I do not claim to know the details, but uh, and what with the feral beasts prowling the forest, they not easily come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Lucio. He is slow to warm to outsiders. Why did we choose him to speak to? We should have talked to somebody who's quick to warm to outsiders. Whatever. Oh, I have like such vivid memories of doing this my first time. I remember like walking around this area and I was like being kind of scared. Um, everything was so high level as you get like further down. I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think maybe get down here. Things are like yeah in the mid 20s. I don't think I was quite there yet. Here's another brownie. I'm sure it actually refers to a mushroom. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. If I had better editing skills, I'd put up this picture. Maybe I'll like put it on Imgur and put a link in the description because please link by my. I hope that noise didn't come through the recording. I don't think so. I don't think output from my computer is supposed to be captured, but I really don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. If it's not clear. Oh, bro looks orange. Looking positively orange. Maximaloo. I'm just gonna ignore the thing. This is like stupid. Let's take the McDonald's car. Does anybody else call it the McDonald's car? Or is that just like me and my FC and sister FC? Because I've learned that I tend to say things that nobody else uses. Like the uh the ancient Sicilian Amarat. I swear I've seen them being referred to as ween wounds whenever they look like that and not like actual people, but whenever they're all glowy and stuff. And so I call them ween wounds. And then my friends were like, "What are you saying?" And I'm like, "How else would you just?" They need to have a differentiation because they're different. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easily earned. It almost was until Ina and Papalimo showed up. Yes, it is a mushroom. What else? Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy One. Dancing One is kind, too kind. May walking ones come to these ones' abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one is wrong, not trusting Dancing One after all. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since Walking Ones last came into our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like other Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one can ask Dancing One for help. Strange-looking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from the Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. This these ones' homes is in danger. Danger. This this one begs of Dancing One to help us with this no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and Walking One, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and Walking One in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears Steel Ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on the kindness of Acting One. Dancing One. Why am I just saying things? Blah 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 blah. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure? This one likes treasure. Oh, I mean, you can put it that way. Oh, good grief. Oh, they're like far away. Oh, that's okay. McDonald's mobile. Men clad in strange armor. Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They are gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. Why didn't my run turn or my sprint turn into a jog? Victor, that's such a normal name. Fearsome types clad head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. I feel like I didn't need to talk to him to figure that out. I guess I got further confirmation that they were here. This is a temporary settlement. It probably isn't like an actual like location that we can walk to where the old one used to be. It probably just was like deep in the Trolls Wood. I don't want to talk to you. Shush, shush, this one says. Big walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Ooh. Hmm. That is interesting, comparing them to touched ones, aka ones that are uh, tempered. Is interesting, given Side Eyes and Walker. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? This one sees still walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's mount. This one makes smart. Right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go look for steel ones, yes? And do, buckaroo. I'm still about. Yeah. Oh dang, I thought I was going into a cutscene. Whoops. Oh, spilling water everywhere. Whoops. Dancing One is back. This one breathes a sigh of relief. This one is worried. Hmm? Dancing One found something? Dancing one found paper inside a box. This is a message from the Empire. This one can read walking one symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. Why rocks? Oh, crystals. What would the Empire have to do with crystals? This one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do still walking ones know how to find them? Is there a sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping one selling snooping one selling secrets to hide still walking with gosh, that's so hard to maintain. This one fears for this one's home. The dancing one has helped this one much today. Dancing one must promise always to be friends to these ones. So cute and little Cabbage Patch Kids. Except not really. How Cabbage Patch Kids should look, in my humble opinion. I haven't been reading it. We need to find Clashio. Clashio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Clashio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. I remember that movie, Beastly. It makes me giggle thinking about it. Oh my gosh, we need to go back. I hope that with this recession, we also get a surge of just really earnest movies. That's the only way I can put it, really earnest, because I can't say they're good. I think they're good. They're very camp. Um, the like the Twilight like uh genre and era movies. What? Walking one wants this one to return to Little Solace? Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on walking ones for everything, no better than those ones that some of the primal one. Small wonder this one chose to leave. You keep walking on my feet. You realize how much space you have to walk around that aren't on my toes. This one thought this a lovely place to build home. But then Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One. Okay. Me taking my enormous car off-roading. Oh, I thought we were gonna follow her. What? Classio refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful one must hurry and find Classio. Helpful one should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. These things will lead helpful ones to Classio, but hurry before touched ones take Classio away. Okay, now, taking it to the woods to find her. Uh, oh, very low. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't assume your genders, but I we're clear with the pixies that they use they them, but I mean I guess these ones don't really have pronouns because they all speak, in that way. Speak using like third field pronoun. Um, are you joking? My battery's dead again. Okay, this time I'm not gonna fight it because I still want to be able to play for um at least another like 10 or 15 more minutes. So, hello. Okay, there we go. Right, we're back in the game. Search around this area, which I do think we're struggling with. JK, it's literally right there. Struggled with this. That was a skill issue on my behalf. Do not remember there being here, but I do feel like I remember the situation. Meddling one is back. This one told meddling one to be gone. Tell Kumishio that this one will never go back. Never. Oh, to touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard, or cow. These ships have been tempered, brought under the thrall of primal Rama. Primal Ramu. Akin to Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity. Do not answer to words, only steal. Take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Dang it. Okay, it's very crazy. Um, it's so weird that I even have a hunting log as a stage. I wonder if it actually goes to something else. I know sometimes they like share, like if you try to do a hunting log on the mage or something. I think it ends up like routing back to your first class, which for me it was summoner. Milkroot's Morval? That's crazy. That's cool. What is this? Oh, can I use Cardia? I can't. Myself again. You know, that makes sense because their bottom half does kind of look like a root, which I never really, I mean, everything looks like a root. I never really thought about it before. I was just like, kind of look like a fungus monster. I don't know, think too hard about it. Even though I knew that they were a seed tin, like obviously they're a plant. Start, okay, I was gonna say I was gonna start picking off the little health ones. Don't run away from me. You get back here, young man. Whoops. Oh, so we just don't get to kill that one. Okay. This one is safe. This one was so scared. Clashio, this one has been worried, so very worried. Is Clashio unharmed, still in possession of wits? Okay, so they do use names. I never really, it just don't click to me. Crucio and meddling one as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Clashio. That Clashio is safe fills us one with joy. Should we just like not introduce ourselves like with our name? Commicio, forgive us one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Meddling, helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace with Commicio and friendly ones. Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solace as well? I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. Me too. It sounds great. It's a really cloudy, gloomy day. To the Hawthorne Hut. I think that was the area that I was like, because it was everything jumped up to level 24 and 25. Whenever I was back in, or like actually in the realm reborn for the first time, is what I mean. So I've been reading. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but this one is the kindest and strongest of all. Helpful one is a hero to these ones. It's I skipped a dialogue. The elder one is oh, you didn't give Hilda names to it. That's crazy. Rabbit. Wish you would make a confession to you. I'm in love with you. This one was ask kind one's forgiveness. This one made a promise to take kind one to the elder one, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because elder one is not here. Elder one is not anywhere. Elder one went into the forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder one often goes into the forest, but never, never for this long. Kind one will help find elder one, yes? Near where elder one disappeared is the home of walking one named Buscaron. Buscaron may know what happened to elder one. So you can process names of humans or anthropomorphic beings, non-sylphs. This one would talk to Buscaron, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would kind one talk to Buscaron for this one? And kind one comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many kind ones, yes? This one begs of kind one. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow kind ones for help. Please hurry. These ones are not safe until elder one returns. Can't just go myself. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, hello, I need people. Need men to sacrifice. Some little weed people. I didn't slide around, but I'm not confident in the ability of the NPCs to load in a timely fashion. Here and squat in the meantime. Or I guess I can't squat. But here they are. Just the one little. Okay. Well, if it is our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Elders gone missing, you say? Why, if you were to end up in the hands of the tempered ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. You know, maybe there's something that I'll learn about Garuda that will make it like make sense, but to me, I feel like the Sylphs should worship Garuda. Rama kind of feels random. No stone shall be left unturned. No stone shall be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Giamalco at Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message to the wood whalers. That the wood whalers are needed in the search effort. Yeah, I guess I'm not known as a one man army yet. Hang on, am I like hallucinating? I swear I just saw something up there. Maybe there was somebody and then they went into a duty. Q popped. So much for that hot bath, huh? Probably not. After this, we'll get the elder. Um, then we'll take a bath. Take a bath in here. Yeah, see that. Hello. This is from the commander Hilo, you say? The Sylph Elder has vanished? Worry not, friend. The wood whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these woods, we shall find him. Buscaron. Okay, that's how I could have blocked. They do keep things relatively close together, which is nice. Um, Later on in the game, they're like, yeah, yeah, you know about teleporting. You got money at this point. Teleport from this side of the world to the other side of this world, and then to another world, even, and then come back. You're like, dude, this is like 12 million gil every time. But you don't even think about it because you do actually have a lot of money at that point. Mhm. I feel like this area. What? What level is this? 22. Yes, this is the first. This is as far as I got before uh my queue. No, sorry, not my queue. My because I joined right before they switched the free trial to the no limitations on playtime. Go figure. So my sub ran out for the first time. This is I remember AFKing um in that fortress right after this. This is as far as I made it in MSQ, which is crazy that it's only taking me like a few hours to get here now replaying, but something like I think at that time I don't think it was the 2 week trial. I feel like was there a middle ground where it was like a month? Like they gave you a full 3 months. Muscron is a good friend of ours, and there's no place like his for the latest gossip in the South Shroud. Sylphs are known to avoid the South Shroud. What could have compelled the Sylph elders to come here? But with the question of motive must wait. Finding him is our foremost priority. Things relatively calm over in Little Solus. We can focus our search efforts on this area. He is leaning. I wish we could do that. They say Muscron used to serve as a sentry at the lookout post north of here. Why he chose to give up the soldier's life and become a tavern thief is a deeper tale. But to cut a long story short, the local lads and lasses are pretty dead. I bet they are. Bro's jacked and rugged. Sure people are into that. Well met, adventurer. You have the finest grog and grub on this side of, eh? Not here to fill your belly then? Ah, hunger for news, is it? Aye, there have been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it be the elder that you seek, or probably not anybody else. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and the other blue, most folk would struggle to tell the two of them apart. If you've the time, perhaps you can stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know, you might even stumble across the sylph elder yourself. I feel like we should take a more active approach, personally. No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Hugh Scrawn in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go crack me any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish, but as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down. Drunken Duskwite. No, my dude, you're gonna encourage the racism. Grr, if this were anywhere but the Juthers, I'd have that fool spit in teeth before he formed a second word. What are you staring at? You want to keep them eyes on your face? Okay, so it was the Midlander who was starting a fight. Ugh, enough because teeth, that's cold. What do you mean, no fighting? This quite scum was. Yeah, yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin for now. Ew, you suck. I'm sorry, my dude. I'm gonna give you a constellation pat. I guess it's more like a dog pet, but you know. I think there's literally like a soothe or console or something, but yeah, sorry, I'm too lazy to dive into my emotes to give you that emotion right now. Nicely done, our cow. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst is a Duskwite Elephant. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskwites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them. and it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? You are on the right side of history, my friend. I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor to ask you of my own. There's a Quaker and friend of mine, you see, name of Tedderoon, a good lad. He was right after It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He and he nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here on my druthers for a spell after that. Got to talking about striking out on his own, he did, but not long after cast his lot with a merchant bound for Lenosha. Well, it just so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his, this scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have forgotten it when he left, so I'd like to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but might be a friend of mine can. A Rogadan name fellow named Bainsing. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of the merchants there. I know where Teddermoon is, though. No, I'll do your silly little tomfoolery. Yeah, what a solid dude. I didn't remember all this stuff, but he's pretty cool. If I do say so myself. Lots of friends, lots of places. I didn't know that Teeterun was. I mean, nobody escaped the calamity, but I didn't realize he was really in the brunt of it. I don't remember too much from him. To be honest, I just remember I think his name was like literally on the map. Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of Maymaroon, which is I feel like he's by a ferry skipper or something. I don't know. I might be totally wrong. I might just be lying to everybody right now. My memory sometimes, on occasion, it tends to be good, but it wants to be. Oh, I'm sleepy. Okay, I'm feeling the dude's gonna be right here. Diamondra, dude, you are pretty much worthless right now. Yes, this is Spectrum. This is so small. Oh, how times have changed. I'm gonna turn the table. Whoa, that is a haircut that you have there. Oh my gosh, the bald. You know what? I respect it. Because it's almost like, well, I would say, okay, it's just like the sideburns just kind of got a little kooky, but there's even a space between the sideburns and where that sideburn starts. Wow. The unique hairs like that, I wish they wouldn't. I get why they're race specific, but it would be nice. There's so many hairs on like the Highland, the female Highlanders, and like the Vieira and stuff that I'm like, I would love to see that like on an Elezen or something, but no. Funny way to Hawker's Alley, friend? Hmm? A Kyker that worked with the Druthers? Ah, you speak of Tedderun. Related to that Kyokyo rune balloon just over there. Balloon? Bloke. Just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put in together and were making good coin. Middle Tedderun up in left Limsa not too long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. Better off asking Kyokyo rune himself. Give you a tight of a lip though, I warn ye. Best to take this chicken egg with you, little bastard loves the bloody things. Heh, good to hear about old Boosk though. Good. It sounds as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send an adventurer along, too shy to come his own self. Goddamn it, streaking with that fool. Hmm. Why I want to click. Hello, customer. Be welcome. Not customer. Not come with custom. Kyokyo was busy with business. Too busy for blather. Chicken egg. Kyokyo Rune loves chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Tedderun? Tedderun no here no more. Tedderun leave Limsa. Tedderun go look for Sparklies. Now working at Trading Post. Good Trading Post. Forget where Trading Post is. Weinberg no Tedderun. Weinberg no Trading Post. Weinberg at the ferry dock. You go to ferry docks. Kyokyo Rune forget things. Weinberg remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyokyo Rune. Okay. Actually, I don't feel like I need to. Oh, no, JK, I do. I will. Forgot where the ocean fishing things is not actually where the docks are. Wait, the ferry dock. Is that the same? It is. Okay. But I have walked, yes. I feel like this will be quicker, maybe, with the load times, we'll see. Usually, like, within the same area, it's not terribly long. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Look how crisp that blue is. This makes me want, like, blue raspberry jello. Like, so bad. Gosh, I haven't had jello in so long. Oh my gosh, I thought he was bald. He's not bald, he just has a, uh, top that's, or not hat, like a bandana that's similar to his skin color. The little lights and, like, teeth on it and stuff. So cool, actually. Like that slaps. I need more teeth. I need more bones to make jewelry with. I have other crap, but I need bones. Tutoron? I seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north by the very airport. Eh, might as well head there and see what you can suss out. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I start by asking Elm Poet. He's an old hand, knows a great deal about a great many things. Man, I wonder if this is just how things were back in times or phones. I mean, I guess generally anybody you'd be looking for would be something that you would know, like, oh, they work at this time, they do this thing. In this case, we probably wouldn't have his phone number, so I guess it wouldn't be that much different. Probably also be going on a manhunt through 8 different men. Tell me where the dude is. Ah, that is to say, I saw him. Oh, this I mean room. It is exactly where I knew it was. I think the reason why it was fresh on my mind was because um I first off I do like this area because I like the big bones. It's nice for like edgy pictures. But also we did a um what's the like the GeoGuessr sort of a game. Um kind of. Uh not necessarily like that, but it's similar in vibes. With our FC recently where somebody would have a we all took turns. Somebody would take a picture of their character in a location and then just based off what we could see in the location, try to figure out where they're at. Like the person would go and like they'd have the picture pre-prepped, and then they would go and like be sitting there and like waiting and hiding until like see who could get them the fastest. If that makes sense, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Um, but anyway, people. This is one of the ones that I chose. And a couple people were like got it uh pretty quick. I mean, it did take some hesitation, but it was still like under like a couple minutes. And then everybody else was like, I have no idea where that's at because there's no uh aetherite shard here, and you don't really have a reason to come over here very much. I remember. Yeah, okay, so just Memeron's name that's on the map, but I guess it's similar enough. And here he is. So, customer, be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Bring something for Tetheroon. Yeah, Tetheroon, forget this. Forget at druthers. Tetheroon swore he would never forget earring, but never forgot. Tetheroon thank. Tetheroon thank. Good Buscaron, doing good? Good Buscaron, good to Tetheroon. Tetheroon missed good Buscaron. Ah, good Buscaron help Tetheroon. Tetheroon dead without good Buscaron. Must give thankies. Many, many thankies. Tetarin may kick her in water, fire water from Buscron. Buscron love fire water. You help Tetarin make fire water? Need thingies to make. Need many, many thingies. Need coral pup whiskers. 3 good coral pup whiskers. I know where those are. Let me make sure that I'm not making things up though. Nope, I was right. Right up there by the waterfall. Where's that? I read Stumblebee. And so that's why I had to like actually double check. Like, what did that? Why is that bee constantly being renowned for his accident that he had one time? Teterin make firewater from Buscaron. You think you bring thingies Teterin need? Yes. How weird that these are required. Teterin start making firewater now. Good firewater take time, more good. You come back later. Teterin make firewater. Good, good firewater. You take to Buscaron. Good firewater for good Buscaron. Tell Buscaron no drink now. Tell put away 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Teterin help Buscaron happy. Teterin gives Buscaron thankies. Many, many thankies. You tell Buscaron. And I keep saying Buscaron, but it's probably Buscaron. Wow. Did he like get that name from these people? Like, is that just what he started going by? Or is it actually Bus? It is Buscaron, but he says Buscaron. That's such a cute little detail. I was like, how did I miss that out for so long? Because I didn't. Wow. There's a lot of silly little guys. I need to start doing the society quest. All I've done is I got the Moogle one started. I didn't do them. I did the Ananta, so I could get the painted nails before there was other options for painted nails. I've done the Pixie because obviously I've done the Pixie. But the Moogles I would like to do, the Namazu, the Arcosodara, just to name a few. There's so many. I've heard that even in the people who were in the Sea of Clouds, totally forgot, but my friend just finished up with them and got some really cool lore out of it. I don't remember what it was. So unfortunately, I can't regale that part of the story, but yeah, there's just little tidbits of like, an area or like the history of an area. Um, or even just things about the people themselves could be neat. Like that. That was a good little thing. Oh, so you can post like, I need help, please. Adventure. I had stuck a knife in it. Yeah, that works. But imagine everybody has tape these days. Oh, wind up Fran. That must be like the Encyclopedia Eorzea thing or something. Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Tedderun's belonging to him. What's this for me? Tinker and Firewater. So he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old he, I. Bloody hells! Who's cutting onions back there? He says to shelve it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. The stuff has an aroma and a body like any other drink I know. It's gonna be a long year. But I say you come back then, friend. We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. That's Oh my gosh. Okay, am I in love with this dude right now? Like that's so sweet. If Buscron had his druthers, he'd have an adventurer with whom to share a talk of silks. What does that mean? I don't even know what druthers means. I just kind of accepted it as a word in this game. Uh, Maybe that would help give me the context I needed. There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the woods, but near no lands of their own. No, this is a place near to here, a place we've never known as sylphs to come. That's what I came here saying. Is that whatever? Something must have given them the venture cause to venture this far. more than like the missing Sylph elders among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. Sorely adventurer, why are you guarding this place? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Imaginary love. Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. Um, ah, right, nothing there. Overgrown offering, like an offering of milk root. Whatever. I just walk away like will anything happen. No, literally nothing. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that actually kind of works for it. I wonder if I can get under there. That'd be cool. Even something. See, I would love to come here in real life. I love climbing rocks and going under rocks. No, okay. Oh yeah, I guess that part of the map isn't on the map. For Belly, this sure is a tract. He wasn't kidding around. I feel like I'm back in Eureka, having to like sidle to these little areas. Yeah, yeah, whatever. I'm the one. Well, travelers are welcome here, even you. Do you think? Oh, hey, you two. Maybe stack of bones. So, is there aught to be found in the woods? What did you come to? Garland? In this part of the Troll's Farm? First Sylphs and now Garland, and all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garlands be tracking the Sylphs? Tracking them or giving chase, perhaps? But no, this is far into the forest. The whalers' spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hells could they, unless, unless someone guided them through? Someone who knew where the spires stand and when the whalers watch. A Gridanian trader. Ooh. Well, I think because I would like to use up the last hour or so of my crafter's grace, we're going to end there on that little cliffhanger. So until next time, bye!